He played outstanding here, and well deserved for him to get a shot to be able to be a starter in this league.
BA, before we look ahead to week 2 and a trip to Ottawa, give us the assessment from your spot in the defense of how week 1 went.
At the end of the day, we didn't play great. We didn't play good, great, or anything of complimentary football. At the end of the day, I don't think the defense played bad, but I don't think we made any impact plays to help out. You know, that game called for us to be able to make more plays, and it didn't happen. And we had off the field killers. I had one myself with a face mask. Regardless of how anybody felt about it, it was done and it was called. So I got to be better than what that was. So you know, and it's going to be games like that during the season. You know, where the offense is going to need us, we're going to need the offense, and we got to play great complementary football at the end of the day. So that's what it was. It wasn't more so of effort or missed tackles or anything like that. It's just we didn't make enough plays to give our offense an opportunity to get another chance.
Yeah. And like, you know, talking to your coach about the face mask, like, you know, if you touch the mask with the tip of your finger, it's a penalty.
That's it, you know, and then you also got to realize it's the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it down to 17. All I had to do was escort him out of bounds. And so, you know, if you want to put that on more of a dumb play instead of like just escorting them, you know, I'm over here making the tackle. You know, I play hard and in between the whistle, in between the lines, and all I had to do was escort him out. So to avoid that penalty, I should have did that instead of trying to make a full tackle. He wasn't going to make the first down anyway, so I got to make a better decision.
Kyrie Wilson, Brian Cole, 𝘽𝙤𝙤𝙧𝙚 you guys got a lot of veterans in that linebacking core, but how much does it mean to the team to get Adam Big Hill back into the lineup? Of course, still contributing, you know, in ways when he's not strapping the pads on.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, when he don't have those pads on, I mean, he's always instead of, you know, working with everybody. He's still in great communication with one another. You know, that's my guy. At the end of the day, we always watch film together and stuff, and then having him out there is just another communicator. You know, like he knows exactly what he's talking about. He's been in the league for a very long time. If I'm not mistaken, he's 2-time defensive MVP. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what more can I say about it? You know, him being on the field, you know, means everything for us in the back end defense and for this team.
Yeah. So Big Hill's been in the league for a very long time. You've been in the league for a long time, and some of the guys in this room, you know, haven't been in this league for long at all. Have you gleaned ways to teach and to lead from Adam for some of the young guys that maybe look to you for leadership?
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I learned a lot from Biggie when he came in at 18. You know, I learned a lot, and then we really got you know, really close towards like, you know, mid-19, and then, you know, 21 is where we was just watching film 5:30 in the morning all the time and things like that's my guy. You know what I mean? And, you know, hang out in the all season and everything like that, and, you know, got to a point where, yeah, it is, you know, showing how to get things done, showing how to, you know, bring the young guys along. And yeah, I am been in the league for a long time, so it is that. But, you know, I got another guy right next to me, and Dietrich Nichols. He hasn't been here a long time in terms of the CFL, but I mean, he's been a veteran since he's been here. He played like a veteran, he acts like a veteran, he is one, you know, at heart, you know. So at the end of the day, like, I got that help as well, and we all got great communication together. So you know, it's just not me, you know, back end. It's just not, you know, Adam in the back end. It's none of that. It's just like we got a great collective group where, you know, even if a young guy comes in, he's already, you know, got that veteran style, that veteran, you know, type of feel, and, you know, be able to help out in that way.
Jordan Younger goes from your defensive backs coach to now the defensive coordinator. I won't ask you specifically how the defense has changed, as Richie Hill's still obviously in the building. Things look and feel, I'm sure, is similar, but is he putting his own fingerprints on this defense? And you know, what's the maybe influence from him that's changed now that he's the DC?
Well, yeah, I definitely think that he's putting his own influence in it. You know, obviously he got, you know, a little bit and everything from, you know, Coach Richie, you know, so, you know, he's been under him for a while now. So, you know, obviously a lot of things will carry, and a lot of things that we do on and off the field will carry, you know. So, like, what we have, like, inside of us and what our DNA is made of, all those stay the same, and then we slowly build off of that. And then he comes from a defensive back background. You know, he's played defensive back. You know, he is a defensive back, coach defensive back. So he looks at it from the defensive back standpoint, and so that's how maybe that the defense will be a little bit different. But also, Coach Richie came from a defensive back standpoint as well, but from a, you know, older standpoint. So, you know, with having, you know, new bloods, just like how we got new guys in there, we got new blood in terms of, you know, defensive coordinator, and then you have a little bit of different things. So different type of style. So his blueprint and his, you know, his intel on everything is just, it makes everything, you know, a little bit different. You know, again, we keep, you know, the same DNA, same type of style that we play, you know, but at the end of the day, he's still, you know, nuances here and there, you know, figuring out new defenses here and there, and then kind of, orchestrating it around that.
Yeah. I'll quickly ask you, when you got a Jordan Younger or Ritchie Hall, former DBs in this league, does it make you think about, the future after playing?
I wouldn't mind it at all. I wouldn't mind becoming a coach and, going out from there. I think that'll be, right now is the best, asset for me, because let's say in 2022, I mean, I basically was doing that. I was out for a long time. I didn't come back till late September, at the Hamilton game. So what was I doing around that time? Well, I was coaching everybody else. I was, maybe putting my blueprint. I was like, I actually like this. I actually like doing the coaching thing. I actually like being able to give what I have or what I've done on the field and try to give it to somebody else so they can see the game, how I saw it while I was out. So, no, I wouldn't mind that at all.
No doubt. Before we get into, what you guys are focusing on with the Ottawa RedBlacks, of course, main storyline of this game is Dru Brown, quarterback you know well in practicing against and being a teammate of yours. Can you pick up on, some of his tendencies and keys because you know him well?
Yes, but at the end of the day, he had a whole all season as well, and I'm pretty sure that he knows. It's like, he's on the other side, we have tendencies and things like that because he's played here for a while. He knows our defense, for a while and knows, exactly what it looks like, so it's the same thing with him. He had a whole all season to be able to say, okay, this is my tendency because we played against him, let me change something up here and there. And so at the end of the day, I mean, he's a heck of a football player and he did a lot of numbers for us as well. Like I just said before, whether it's been a relief or he had to play the full game, he played outstanding here and well deserved for him to get a shot to be able to be a starter in this league. So it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a good one, and like I said, we know him, he knows us, so it's going to be a good battle.
Yeah, well, for you heady players, it's almost like it's going to be a chess match and amping up a little bit. What are the keys to Ottawa's defense in the film work that you guys have done? And obviously being tough because they didn't play a game last week. This is their first game of the season.
Yeah, well, it's going to be the same thing like last week. Last week was the first game of the season, coming out. So it's the same thing kind of for them. It's really not much film, really only going off of, the preseason games and things like that. And they got a new OC as well. So they're going to have a couple new plays in there that, we probably haven't seen yet. And so that's already going to be tough in itself. Dru Brown is going to be tough in itself because, again, we played with him. He has a great arm. They got really great receivers over there. You got Rhymes, you got Hardy, you got Addison that's back. You got my man 23. Can't think of my head right now. Is it Ackland? Not Ackland. Yeah. Is it Ackland? Yep. Ackland got 23 out there. So they got a really good receiving core. And I'm thinking that they're going to play very, very well together. So it's going to be tough. It's definitely going to be tough just going out there and, without any film really of exactly what their MO is for week one. So we just got to play, what we see. We can't guess, play what we see and then react to it.
Thanks, B.A. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate y'all.
All good.